Hello, welcome back to another video. Some of you might have noticed, or some maybe not, that we didn't upload a video last week. So after Atlas's surgery and everything, I mean, it went really well, but I was just kind of in a funk. Kind of transported me back to just like my postpartum days a little bit, just with some like new things like that we hadn't really had to deal with prior to surgery. And so I just didn't really feel like picking up a camera. And obviously, I mean, Bryar works. Not that his life's not interesting too, but you know, the bulk of stuff comes from just like us being at home. But today is Saturday and Bryar has left me and Atlas to ourselves. He is working. He's out of town working. He's out of the country working. I won't disclose where, just because, you know, work stuff. But yeah, so it's currently 6:45. I've put Atlas to bed. We've had a very busy day, full of watching my nephew play soccer, watch my niece play soccer. I pretty much just like want to fill these days up as much as possible within reason, just because it's just a lot, especially, you know, like during the week, obviously I'm pretty used to just Bryar working till, you know, 5 and then coming home. But just the idea of like all week or all weekend, the whole time, just me and him. Not that he's a hard baby, he's a really easy baby, but it's just like that having no break, you know? So yeah, we have survived day 1 of 6 because Bryar will be home really, really late Thursday night, like after midnight. So like Friday, early morning or whatever. But luckily he's off Friday so he can rest and recuperate from traveling, because it's like a day of travel basically. But yeah, so let's see. Here I am today, day 1. Let's see what I look like by day 6. Okay, it's currently 8:30. Second day done, just me and Atlas. We went and watched my niece play soccer again. And then we just went for a walk. So tomorrow is Monday. We have to go for his post-op appointment, and I think we're gonna meet Caitlin at Sam's. So yeah, I am really tired. It's not that like my days are much different, like my actual days. Of course, like it's the weekend, which throws it off. Like it doesn't feel like the weekend, it feels like it should be during the week, because like it's me and Atlas during the day anyways while Bryar's at work. But it's just like for some reason whenever it's just me, because Bryar's gone on one other like work trip and the same thing happened that time, except it was just like a couple days that time. But it's like after I put Atlas to bed, I don't want to do anything. I don't want to move my butt from the couch to do anything. And that's not good, because I don't know why it is. I don't know why it feels like I don't want to do anything. But like when Bryar's here, it doesn't feel that way. You know, like I'll get up and I'll do stuff, but I told myself, I'm like, the house cannot look the way it looked when Bryar left. Like there was laundry that needs to be put away, which I have folded it. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna put it up. It's folded though, ready to be put up, and I'll put it up tomorrow. But I don't know, I just drag. I just don't want to do anything. And I'm gonna go lay my booty in bed at 8:30 at night. And I'm not even mad about it. I think I was in bed at like the same time last night too. I think that's one thing, like I do go to bed. No, I can't even say that. Me and Bryar get in bed pretty early most times, but from my knowledge, Bryar's work is going well. it's hot where he is. What else can I say about it? I don't know. Not much else, I guess, but it's going well, and he should still be home hopefully Thursday. He said there's a chance that he might miss a flight coming home. We'll see what ends up happening. But yeah, I'm just tired. So there's day 2 update, and I'll try to be better about you know, getting more than just me talking. Say hello. Good afternoon. How are you doing? How you feeling after surgery? You feeling back to yourself? Is that good? You know, there's a whole fox you can chew on instead of just the plastic thing that holds it. We had his 2-week post-op today, and the doctor said everything is looking good. Everything's healing good. I mean, you look at him and you'd never know he had surgery. So, that's good. We like that, huh? He had a couple days where he was a bit fussier than I would say like he usually is. Just because, I mean, 90% of the time, like, he's not super fussy. Yeah, that went good today. Today is Monday. I all day have thought it was Tuesday, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's like Saturday was pretty jam-packed with things. Yesterday, not so much, so it kind of sort of felt like maybe it was supposed to be Monday. I don't know. And Bryar was off Friday in preparation of like leaving for his trip, so I don't know if like that maybe like made me think it was the weekend. I don't know, but all day I've thought today was Tuesday. So, but it is Monday. We're just watching some Stranger Things this afternoon because it's October. October is probably literally my favorite month of the whole year. I love Halloween. I love like the changing of the weather. It's just, if we're gonna have fall at all, that rhymed, but if Oklahoma's gonna have fall, then it's typically in October. It might be a week of it or a couple days of actual fall weather. But if we're gonna have it, it's gonna be in October. So, because then, you know, you get to November and it's basically like winter all of a sudden. So yeah, we're just hanging out. It's our last wake window of the day. Yeah. Okay, update at the end of day 3. So we are technically, wow, I'm like kind of like shocked. It's day 3. We're halfway through. So Bryar is gone 3 more days. Maybe like coming home morning of Friday, but still like at least, you know, super close. It's not, I've said this before. It's not drastically different. I feel like my evenings after bedtime is different because obviously like Bryar's not here. What the hecky? The hospital was calling me and I was like, what the heck? But it was just a reminder that Atlas has an appointment Wednesday. But still, it's kind of weird to get reminder calls like at 7:30 at night. So, but anyways. I don't even remember what I was saying. Oh, I guess like my evenings really aren't like much different because or my evenings are the most different because usually Bryar's here and obviously he's not. So it's just like me chilling. But so we've survived 3 days. We're halfway there. We don't have anything planned for tomorrow. So it'll be like our first day since Bryar's been gone that we are just at home all day, which I feel like is gonna makes it a little bit more challenging. Like just it's more noticeable because at least like when we're going and doing stuff, even if it's just going to the doctor, like it just breaks up the day and like gives us stuff to do. So yeah, we'll see. I mean, we'll probably like go for walks and stuff, but yeah, halfway done.
Say hi. Did we just get back from a walk, Captain Adorable? Yeah, did we? Is it almost time for bed? Have you been a little grumpy today? You'd never know it based off that face. Yeah. You're just so cute. You like our walks, huh? You like to be outside. Yeah.
Okay, we're at the end of day. What day is it? Saturday was 1, 2, so day 4. Oh goodness. Today I think was probably one of the most difficult days. I think it was because like we didn't have anything planned, so we were just at home all day. And I don't know if he's growing or I don't know. He just seemed like extra fussy today. Like wasn't really content doing anything. Like we went on a walk and he loves walks, and so that was really good. But yeah, like he wasn't content for super long to do a lot, and so and then on top of that just like seemed tired. Like he napped great today for all his naps, even like his short nap, and then he was asleep within like 10 minutes after I laid him down. So I think like he was just tired today. So yeah, we hung out at home today. That's what we did. Tomorrow we have to go to the doctor to get his hearing checked because that's just what you have to do if your baby spends time in the NICU. They want you to go back at 6 months and then a year to get his hearing check, which is fine. I mean, I want to know if his ears are working right, which I think they are. Like he follows noises and stuff. 2 more days. Bryar has 1 more full day where he is, and then the following day he's got like a little bit of time and then he flies out. So he said everything's going good. It's wrapping up. He'll probably get done early tomorrow and then get to just like explore a little bit of where he's at and then come home. We will make it through just 2 more full days. Friday is a little iffy if he'll be home late or sometime Friday, so we shall see. But we're surviving over here. I mean, Atlas is just living the life. He's sleeping, big chillin'. And it's currently 7:20 and I just want to go lay in bed, but I need to take a shower. Huh, Gizzy? Gizzy's here, don't worry. I think he's tired of my shenanigans. End of day 5. This lighting is super yellow. Anyways. But, so today is Wednesday. end of day 5. We went to the audiologist, I guess is what they're called, for Atlas to get his hearing test done. He passed, and just as most people do, the lady was like, "Oh, he's so sweet." He was pretty skeptical. He was like looking at her like, "What are you about to do to me?" But I mean, he's pretty chill. I feel like he's seen so many doctors, like he just like doesn't even care anymore. And like just like people wanting to like do stuff. So, and even like doctors who like have poked him or like prodded him or whatever, like the next time he sees him, like he's totally forgotten that they've done that. So today was a better day than yesterday. I don't know if it was because we had something to do. He just didn't seem as fussy. I even hate to say fussy because it's not even really, I don't know. Anyways, he seemed more content with doing the things that we were doing for the day. So that was good. Tomorrow is our last full day without Bryar here. So he travels home hopefully tomorrow. What else? We've just been making it. It hasn't been as bad. I think the fact that like we missed the weekend made it slightly more difficult. Just because I'm used to like Monday through Friday just being me and Atlas like during the day. And then it's just really like right before bedtime and then bedtime that like Bryar does. And so that's really been the only added things. So like that's not really been, I mean, like how yesterday was difficult just with like the fussiness. Like I would have had to deal with that whether Bryar was gone or not. And like, whew, Atlas is a champ at bedtime, like knock on all the wood. For months, like he doesn't really like give any problems at bedtime. So it's not even as if like that added thing makes the day more difficult. It's mainly just like, you know, at night when like I'm just by myself. And like luckily like we've had stuff to do most days, so I'm not just like completely just me and Atlas, like no other adult contact. I think if that were the case, that'd be really hard. Walks save the day because I enjoy like getting out and that exercise. I get to listen to a book, like it's just really a good time. He loves it. So I think if we ever have to experience like a snow thing where we can't go and do anything and Bryar's gone, I think that would be really hard. Oh, I don't even want to think about it. But anyways, so we are surviving one more full day and then Bryar will be back. I'm tired. It's like 8 o'clock and I'm already like about to get in bed. Like I'm in our room. That's why the lighting's so weird. But yeah, I think I've gotten in bed at like 8:30 like every night. And usually I'm asleep before 10 o'clock. But I mean, I wake up at 6:30 with Atlas. So, you know, there's that. So yeah, that's just the update. One more day. Whoop whoop. Okay, so here we are at the end of day 6. So far, Bryar has made his flights. The one flight he was originally worried about actually got delayed a little bit. So he had time, which was good because his initial flight, like the very first flight, was late by like an hour. So he said he had to run from one gate to the next to get on his second flight, but he made it. So even though it was good that this flight he's on right now got delayed, it now is questionable if he's going to make his last flight home. So it's to Dallas, this flight he's going to now. So he was like, I might just get a rental car and drive home versus like having to stay the night. Because Dallas is like, I don't know, like 4.5-ish hours, 4 hours from here. So we'll see. I will be asleep by the time that decision is made because he lands in Dallas at like 10:40 or something like that. And it's currently 7:45. Yes, I'm in bed. But I have shows I want to watch. I was just like, you know what? Like, I'm going to get in bed and I'm not going to want to like get back up. So we survived day 6. We got up and we went on a walk with one of our neighbors who has a baby just exactly 1 month older than Atlas, which is kind of funny because our due dates were also exactly 1 month apart, like to the day. And then just the fact that like we both had them early is kind of funny. And then we met Caitlin and her son Everett. And we did a little shopping at Old Navy because we have family pictures on Saturday. And the only thing that Bryar has that works for pictures and is nice, he wore for like our maternity pictures. And I was like, you cannot be wearing the same outfit in every single like professional picture we have done. So I for sure needed to find him something. Atlas had several options that I was happy with. So I just had to like pick one and then I based our outfits off of that. I also did not have a lot. I don't own like, I don't want to say I don't own nice things. It's not that I don't own nice things. I just don't own like things for pictures, like things that look good, like that you want professional pictures, especially like post baby. Like anything nice I had just doesn't really like fit well anymore. And then I have way too many t-shirts, more t-shirts than is necessary. And then I have a bunch of like pullovers and things I wear daily, but you know, I don't really have a need for nice things so much. So I had to get something for me as well. So yeah, we did that. And then we went and had lunch. And yeah, we survived. Atlas is currently sleeping. He was out so fast tonight. He was extra tired, I feel like, because he's getting to the point where he's not super. I say that today was the first day, like on to go naps. I say that he did fine this weekend, but he was in the stroller, and I was like rocking him back and forth, like covered up with a sound machine while we were at the soccer games this weekend. And then today I just tried to get him to go to sleep in his carrier, like on the floor, like I was like rocking it back and forth. And he was not really having it. He's to the point where like he's this close to outgrowing his infant carrier, and so his feet like were touching the shade that I had on it, and he just kept like touching it and then bringing with his feet, like would bring it to his mouth to chew on, which we didn't have that issue at the soccer game. So I don't know if it was just like the movement he wasn't really like fond of, but he ended up not taking a nap while we were eating, and so he was awake for probably one of his longest wake windows he's had since being a newborn. Let's see, he woke up at 10:30, 11:30, 12:30, 1:30. Yeah, he was almost awake 4 hours. But like the problem, I I thought he'd go to sleep in the car, leaving the restaurant. And he didn't. And he wasn't, I mean, he fussed a little bit. He seemed more content if he was, like, sitting with me. But he did let me put him in his carrier, and he played with Sophie and, like, a crinkle book while I ate. So, I mean, that was good. He didn't really fuss in the car much at all. And then we got home. It was just such an, like, awkward timing. Like, we got home, and it wasn't exactly time to feed him, but literally if I would have laid him down, I would have had to wake him up in 10, 15 minutes to feed him. Like, that's not even 10, no. I mean, it'd been longer than that, like 30 minutes probably. So I was like, you know what? Like, I just fed him early because I was like, I want you to take a nap. And so he ate. He ate okay, for it being early. And then homeboy slept. He had a 2-hour afternoon nap and probably could have kept sleeping. Like, his last wake window, like, you could tell he was tired. We went on a pretty decent walk, and then I gave him a bath, and he was ready for bed. And he was out fairly quickly. So, Kizzy, did you come to say hi? We are ready for Bryar to be back home. We survived. Because even if he does spend the night in Dallas, or he drives back, whichever he chooses, like, he'll be home tomorrow, no matter what. So this was our last night that I had to do bedtime. Which, again, it wasn't hard. It's just that, like, you're constantly on call. You know? Like, there's no break. So, you're just gonna watch some TV and go to bed. Look who's home!
Hi! Hi! I'm home from my trip. That was very difficult, to say the least. So, one flight the plane didn't show up for an hour, which put everything just behind. The second flight, we had to sprint off the plane to check in, recheck our bags, go through customs, all in a matter of like 25-30 minutes, which is nutty. So thankfully it was a very small airport, and it, like, I don't know how we made it, but we made it. Like, even the people at the desk, like, one of the guys I went with had to beg them to let us go ahead and get checked in for our flight because they had already closed it. So that was fun. So then I land back stateside, and that flight got delayed by an hour, which is great because I was thinking I was having to do customs stateside, but I didn't. The downside, though, is by delaying that flight for an hour, it left me 20 minutes to get to my next flight when I land to come home, like the final flight. I was flying from Dallas to Tulsa. And yeah, we ended up making time. We made back up 30 minutes, but then we got stuck on the runway for basically 30 minutes. And so by the time I took the shuttle to the new terminal, because it was in a completely different terminal. So by the time I took the shuttle, they had already closed everything up. And so I was now stranded in Dallas because I didn't make the flight. So I decided to rent a car because I was ready to be home. And Dallas is about a 4-hour drive from where we live. I made it 2 hours before. I wasn't tired, but my brain just stopped processing things.
And what time was it?
Oh, it was like 1:30 in the morning.
Yeah, which was really 2:30 for you because of the time difference.
You're right. So, yeah, it was like 1:30 in the morning. My brain just stopped processing things, and I started to get double vision. And I was like, no, like, I need to pull. I'm close enough home. Like, I was in Oklahoma. I was like, I'm just going to pull over, stay the night somewhere, just get a couple hours of sleep, and then leave early in the morning. And so that's what I did. And I drove the rest of the way home Friday and got in about, 9:30?
Like 10.
Like 10. So yeah, I got blisters on my feet. I'm walking around with a gimp. But it was an interesting trip. I learned a lot about myself. It's been a while since I've traveled like that. Hey.
Especially by yourself.
No, that's not for you. But yeah, especially by myself. I've never done it by myself. So international travel was stressful. But I learned a lot, and it was overall, I was happy with the experience. So yeah. I'm home.
Yeah.
And this is the end of the video. So thanks for watching. Subscribe. Bye.